thanks for watching 4-Color Commentary. I'm Mark Allen, and this video is in participation with a video originally by Bearded Comic Bro. These are new. These are a couple of new channels that I'm subscribed to, and I suggest you do as well. So this is a shout out, Bearded Comic Bro and Tylox the Mighty, Tylox the Mighty. Okay, what Bearded Comic Bro did was he did his top 10 Marvel covers, or top 10 covers Marvel edition in your collection. Okay, I think he sounded like he kind of wanted them to be comics from your collection, and that's what I'm doing here. But he's going to be. I missed the. I don't remember. He did one before. I don't remember if it was the DC or the Independent, but he's getting ready to do one of those this month, I believe. I'm going to be in on that. But anyway, I just wanted to give my my 10, and since the man himself, Bearded Comics Bro, did it, I'm going to start with a runner-up. Okay, a runner-up that I purchased in the 90s off the rack. And you know me, if you've watched my channel much, you know I don't remember dates that well, but it was in the 90s. I remember seeing this amazing cover just jumped off the rack at me, and I just went ahead and picked it up. But I've kept it in my collection ever since then, about 30 years or almost 30 years. But this is Silver Surfer, Dangerous Artifacts, with a beautiful cover by Claudio Castellini. All right, and I will, like I said, this is my runner-up. Okay, so just a great looking cover. Castellini was one of those guys. I'm not sure where he came from in comics, before comics, but I think he did some advertising work, but I'm not sure about that. But just a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Okay, and that is my runner-up. All right, now starting officially, I have to say this was hard. This was very, very difficult. Again, those who watch my channel know I'm not good about picking a top anything. It's hard for me to play favorites where movies or comics or even music is concerned. But I'm just going to go ahead and start throwing some out there that, and I'll be honest with you, these figure largely into my young reader years, even going back to my childhood, obviously. But the first one that I want to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and slip these out of the bags as I show them. And the first one is this Amazing Spider-Man number 200. Amazing Spider-Man 200. Now, a lot of these will have to do with emotion in the covers and that kind of thing. And obviously you understand that, the communication of emotion in the characters. But this was the story of Peter Parker, Spider-Man, finally catching up with his uncle's killer, okay, the actual criminal. And so just very intense cover there, and so just a great composition, great use of shadowing and light, and just a great cover. So I say all this to say, you know, I'm sure that my pick of favorite covers has a lot to do in many cases with the love I have for that character and or that story. The next one is Fantastic Four number 243, and this has achieved, and just recently, I didn't realize this, but this has achieved classic cover art status. This is Fantastic Four number 243, that amazing Galactus cover with the Fantastic Four, some of the Avengers, and Doctor Strange going at him, okay? This is a John Byrne cover. I had a hard time, John Byrne being one of my all-time favorite artists, had a hard time not including many more John Byrne covers, but I wanted to spread it out a bit. Okay, so Fantastic Four 243, that would be, and these are in no particular order. I couldn't do it. It's tough enough to pull out 10 top covers, much less number them, rank them. But the next one is Iron Man number 150, and again, as well as the Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four, this story figured greatly into my childhood. I need to upgrade my copy, but this is the original copy I've had all my life, and so is Showdown with Dr. Doom there, with amazing art by John Romita Jr. and Bob Layton. Theirs was just a fantastic run on this book, and I actually covered an issue of this run that I got in my Black Friday haul a few days ago. But anyway, that's definitely a top cover. I love the black in that cover as well. One thing I don't love about it is it shows off the imperfections in my book as well. Like I said, I need to upgrade that. All right, so the next one is Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, of course, Volume 1, number 72. This is the first appearance of a young man named Ollie Osnick. Now, I grant you that the darker inks, the darker colors make it a little bit difficult to make out what's going on, but you have, the title is Waiting for Dr. Octopus, and you have an image of Spider-Man fighting what appears to be Dr. Octopus, someone who appears to be Dr. Octopus, in a tank of water, but you have, in great Will Eisner style, you have the artist messing with the logo there, and I love that, as that tentacle crashes through, not just the glass, but the logo itself. So anyway, one of my top covers, top Marvel covers, I'm going to say right there, is Spectacular Spider-Man, Volume 1, number 72. All right, next is one that also figured and I was on board with this series from issue number 1, bought it off the stands, and back in the 70s as a kid. But this is SheHulk, the Savage SheHulk, number 6, of course, Volume 1. And there you have, whenever I saw that this was her first contact, really, besides issue 1, where she got the blood transfusion from her cousin Bruce, this was her first confrontation with, or meeting with, another Marvel hero. And this is her first confrontation, obviously, with Iron Man. Love that cover. Just how the colors pop, how even her reflection, though it's a dim reflection as opposed to her actual visage, reflecting off the yellow in Iron Man's helmet and his mask there. I love that. Just a great cover. And so that is SheHulk, the Savage SheHulk, number 6. Great stuff by, again, Bob Layton. There's a Bob Layton cover. He was not the interior artist, but he did that cover, and it was fantastic. Now this next one, bit of a classic reprint book, but an original cover. It is a Jack Kirby cover. It is the square-bound reprint, Tales of Asgard, that ran in the back of several Thor comics or Journey into Mystery comics. I'm not sure, but this is Tales of Asgard, number 1. It was a one-shot, but look at that gorgeous Jack Kirby cover. The colors, the black in the background, it just really is nice. It jumps off the cover, the image does. And so, again, one of my favorite, you know what I'm saying right now, at the moment, top 10 Marvel covers. All right. Next is one that I imagine, well, actually, I've got 2 here that I imagine nobody else will pull out. Nobody else will have. I like being unique in that way, but I also like being surprised, so you never know what might happen. This is Marvel's Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle, number 4. Now, this is a series that slipped under a lot of people's radar. Everybody seems to go to DC or Gold Key's Tarzan. This is my favorite, all-time favorite Tarzan series, is Marvel's. Lots of John Buscema, lots of Sal Buscema, but this is a John Buscema cover. And what gets me is just there's Tarzan in a locked in mortal struggle with a leopard and a panther, and the blood red of the sky and the background and the green of the foliage and everything just pops. It's just great. And so that is one of my, and sometime go through, find a website that stores the covers, that shows covers of a lot of books, or go to your CLZ app or whatever, and check out that Tarzan series by Marvel back in the 70s. It was a fun series with lots of beautiful covers. All right, this next one is another one the other one, I said there were 2. This is the other one that I don't imagine a lot of people will have, but this is also a reprint book. Reprints some Golden Age Westerns by some great artists like Al Williamson and John Romita Sr. and stuff like that. But the cover makes this book, in my estimation, and that is Tex Dawson, Gunslinger, a Bronze Age reprint book, okay, of Tales from the Golden Age, number 1, and that is a Jim Steranko cover. And again, the colors, that sky, Steranko captured so well that dusk sky with the reds and the orange and just the action, the smoking guns, the tension. I shouldn't say action, but the tension and just the mood and everything. So just a great Steranko cover. And when it comes to Jim Steranko being one of the great comic artists, but layout artists, storytellers, in my estimation, second only. And this is a big claim, but But Jim Steranko, in my opinion, as an actual storyteller and artist, comic artist, is second only to the aforementioned. Those you new viewers are getting familiar with me. Will Eisner, second only to Will Eisner, who did so much with covers and did so much to further the comic medium. Anyway, next on my list, next to last on my list of top 10 Marvel covers is Uncanny X-Men number 174, of course, volume 1. This wonderful image of Scott and Madeline Pryor. There his at that time, I don't remember if they'd gotten married yet, but I just pulled this cover out when I was looking through finding covers to display. But this was Mastermind in the background, and I just love the golds and the orange and the yellows, everything, the way that is portrayed, because he was big time manipulating the both of them at that point. Mastermind was bringing back, quote unquote, bringing back the Phoenix and resurrecting the Phoenix. And Madeline Pryor happened to look so much like Jean Grey that Scott just couldn't resist her, and it was just all a big. It was quite a storyline, but I love that cover. It is gorgeous, and it is worth having in a collection. Now, this last one is interesting because I've lately been, and I've talked about this lately on some of my videos. I've been going back and acquiring for I think the third time to reread the Larry Hama, Adam Kubert Wolverine run from the 90s, because just great stuff where Magneto rips the adamantium from his bones, and Wolverine's having to deal with that and having to deal with an overtaxed healing factor, and then he also kind of regresses into caveman mode. I don't remember what that's about, which is one of the reasons why I'm going back and reading it. But recently, Marvel published I think it was a mini-series, but I'm not sure, but it was Wolverine Black, White, and Blood. And Adam Kubert producing a lot of this beautiful black, white, and red artwork. Well, he did it already. He did it with a few covers in his run on Wolverine, but this is my favorite. This is Wolverine number 96. Oh, no, number 107. I'm sorry, from November of 96. Wolverine 107 by artist Adam Kubert. And I love that Wolverine has just kind of thrown himself into a mass of ninjas, as he was wont to do at that time, and he's just going to town in wonderful black, white, and red glory. And so, anyway, beautiful cover, wonderful image, and Adam Kubert and Andy Kubert both, as a matter of fact, just great artists, following, doing their father justice in following in his footsteps. So anyway, there's my top 10 Marvel covers. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you comment on them. Hey, listen, if you like the video, go ahead and click the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, I hope you do. But otherwise, just thanks for watching, and keep on enjoying this wonderful medium of comic books. It's, in my estimation, one of the best hobbies out there. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.